to South Korea had been a dream of mine for 15 years. So when I got there, it felt kind of surreal and also very cool and special because it was also me and my husband's honeymoon. So to document such a special trip, I took 3 cameras, and to not make it too overwhelming for me, I decided to just shoot 1 roll of film. I love finding small details and focusing on them, especially when I'm shooting film. For example, I fell in love with the electric poles and their kind of chaotic look. I even saw a few curved ones that I thought looked very cool. I think the clutter and these small details give personality to a place. I don't really enjoy that much when things look too perfect or too pristine. Something else that caught my attention early on in the trip were these bricks with designs etched on them. They look so pretty and interesting that I made it a challenge for myself to find more of them throughout the trip. After a few days in Seoul battling the jet lag, we took a plane to Jeju Island, a volcanic island in the south. We loved the calm, slow-paced feel of the place and how warm and friendly everyone was. Now, you may have noticed there's a blue line at the bottom of the photo. I'm not sure of what happened exactly, but it might have been either some problem during the scanning process or quite probably because of the fact that the roll of film went through X-ray scans a few times. I've never had any issues with getting my films hand-checked at the airport before, but for some reason this time it wasn't possible. On the second day, we woke up to a rainy and gloomy morning, and that's how we started our road trip around the island.
Que me quiero parar en todos los negocios que veo, de verdad. Mira este sitio, qué bonito.
También es súper lindo. Qué monas las luces, ¿no?
Eso es un súper de mandarinas, ¿no?
One of the things Jeju is known for are tangerines and oranges. We loved seeing all the shops by the side of the road selling them. They had tons of tangerine desserts and drinks, which were very tasty, and even the souvenirs were orange themed, which I thought it was so cute. I wanted a hat, and I'm sad I didn't get it in the end, so next time I go to Jeju I will probably have to buy one.
¿Por dónde voy?
¿Dónde estoy yo?
Ah, perdón.
¿Qué?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 117,
Sebastián, sí me acuerdo. Te dije que iba a ir contigo.
Nada, qué chulo, ¿eh? Como solo.
We also went up the mountain a bit closer to Halasan, the island's volcano. And I feel that during those few days in the island, we got to see the variety of the climate and landscapes of Jeju.
Escuchame una cosa, qué chulo. Tío, esto es como efectivamente irte al Peñón de Gibraltar, yo qué sé.
Mira,
Está muy mayo.
While we were there, we stayed at Doldam Guesthouse, run by Sue and Doldam. They were lovely, they taught us a lot about the island and helped us with organizing our itinerary. And Sue even gave us a gift handmade by her. That's why I'm so glad they agreed to take some pictures with us on our last day there.
So funny.
Back in Seoul, we went back to visiting lots and lots of cool neighborhoods and different areas. I was so happy when we found this spot I had seen in a video like a year or so ago and that I really wanted to see, but I completely forgot about it, and when I found it without looking for it, it felt like a happy accident. We even saw what I think are either herons or some type of crane. In Spain it's very difficult to see these types of birds like cranes in the city, so it was so cool. We saw a few of them near the rivers. I was already enamored with traditional Korean architecture before going, but seeing it up close was something else. The tile rooftops and warm wooden structures used in houses and the vibrant colors used in palaces and shrines. My favorite color is blue, so obviously these styles in contrast with the pinks and reds really grabbed my attention. And as we went at the end of winter and beginning of spring, we were lucky enough to see some blooms. Canola fields in Jeju, lots of plum blossoms everywhere, and white magnolias, which I think are a different variety to the ones we have in Spain.
Está acabando de comer, no puede ser nada.
Literal que no.
매트가 푸신한 거예요.
여기 많이 뜬다 엄마. 우리 거 봐봐. 이거 됐어.
At some point, my 35mm lens decided to start malfunctioning, and I started seeing like a distortion in the image, which was weird because I hadn't dropped it or hit the lens or anything like that. Luckily, it doesn't happen all the time, and it only happens with that lens, so my best guess is that there's something wrong with the lens's attachment. Towards the end of our stay, we decided to go on a one-day trip to Jeonju, a historical city. We were incredibly surprised to see such a beautiful and well-preserved traditional neighborhood. And of course, we can't forget those photos that didn't turn out great. I think we can learn a lot from them, even if they're not our favorites. This one, for example, doesn't make any sense at all. Where's the composition or the focus? I'm a bit sad about this one though, as this small shot really caught my attention. I really wanted a good picture of it. But you know, the memories of that day and everything I didn't capture still remain. And sometimes that's more than enough.